Previously on Survivor Branford. After TJ's vote out, the overnight break did little to calm the game. The pair of John and Jackson began to more heavily vocalize their desires to get out Mare, while she was busy bringing Olivia into what would be a majority girls alliance. Olivia made an instant splash in the alliance by first winning immunity, and then making her case to the rest of the women to target John. Sarah and Sarah, meanwhile, preferred to revert to Pyock Strong and vote out Mike as the game's biggest wildcard. With a realistic chance of a 3-2-2 vote on the horizon, both Mare and John asked Sarah for the immunity idol that they all staked a claim to. In the moment of truth, Sarah pocketed the idol before John or Mare could play it, and asked them to believe that they'd both be making it through the vote. And that trust was rewarded as Mike was voted out, leaving several different alliances to think that they now had firm control of the game. 6 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
You're good. You're good. Nothing to worry about. I told you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You did tell me.
That was crazy. Both Mare and John were expecting to be able to have the idol that's currently in my possession. So that's why I stood up and I put it in my pocket to say, hey guys, nobody needs to play it. You're both good. I just knew neither of them needed it and I didn't want it to be played. We still have it. I still have it. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool moment.
Okay, girl, now though, for real, now that we are through all that insanity, if you throw out my name, you gotta tell me you're gonna do that.
Right.
That's what caused all that, that was the first thing I heard, and I went into spiral mode.
Yeah, no, I totally get it from your perspective, and that was my bad. I think just like last night there was so much chaos, I didn't have time to pull you aside one-on-one. Mare was kind of like losing her mind last round, and me and Sarah had to like calm her down. She was freaking out. She thought she was getting voted out. I can kind of use that as a case against her about I was more in control of the game than she was.
I didn't realize how much John was spinning out too, which is me
yeah.
and was like, we're both spinning out.
Yeah, me and Sarah talked to both of you and we were like, okay.
You two need to freaking relax.
Yeah.
At the last tribal council, I'm happy in the sense that I didn't get voted out, so I really shouldn't complain. I'm bummed in the sense that I did see a world where I could work with Mike and Olivia, and it just never really came together.
That paranoia was a little much last round.
Yeah.
I feel like we handled it well.
Both of us too.
Yeah. I think,
What made you paranoid?
Honestly, you beating me in the challenge. Tribe came through for me. I think the right play was still playing the idol. It didn't happen, and it gives us more options going forward. But I thought it was good insurance there.
If you didn't grab it?
Yeah, I think I was. I think I was.
What if we both stood up at the same time? We're like,
that's what I was like, oh my god, I was like, I don't know what to do. And both of you sat on like other sides and I was like, I'm
obviously
just gonna put it here.
hindsight 2020, you quarterbacked the right move.
So the plan was if John fell, if he felt like his feet were in hot water, that he would play the idol that's in Sarah's water bottle. And when she put it in her pocket, bro, I thought John was cooked. But no, Mike did go out unanimously. Even Olivia voted Mike out.
No, that's the game. I know, it's really hard. It's really hard. No, darling. Oh my god.
Anyways, what you're gonna do, throw my random vote out?
No.
Yeah. It's okay. Now,
Okay.
Yes, it is.
It's funny, like, I've not heard my name thrown out once. Like, I'm like, people not seeing me as a threat, which is a good thing. Keep your threat level low, but like, if I make it to the end, I don't want to be like underestimated. So like, I'm thinking about that as well.
Last tribal council was paranoia between Mary and John. Me and Sarah had to like rope these guys in and be like, you guys are like, like this is a little much.
We're at 6 now. If we get to 5, that's the last time to play any sort of advantages. Do we think there's any still out there?
I don't think so. I think we're solid, right?
In this game, it's been all about keeping my options open. I have close relationships with a lot of people. I feel really solid with a final 4 of Jackson, Sarah, and myself.
Me, you, Sarah, and Jackson.
Olivia, obviously.
Yeah.
And then Olivia, so Olivia, whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, like, I'm not okay. We didn't
Yes.
go through all that
We
nonsense.
didn't go through that nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can do girls and vote out John or Jackson. To me, that's plan A. Girls, vote out John or Jackson. I'm definitely feeling pressure to win that next immunity, I'll tell you that much.
And you can use the fact that I said a tribal council. I was like, I'm sticking to the 5.
You're gonna be like, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I talked that up.
I know.
That's why I did that. So
Okay,
you should
so
scramble.
But then who would we hear?
John or Jackson.
I still am more threatened by John.
I feel like John and I had a nice moment last round, and now I feel like
Then we can do
Jackson.
Yeah.
okay.
So my plan right now is stick with the 4 girls, vote out John or Jackson. I'm kind of indifferent towards both. I feel the same amount of loyalty to both.
I was worried about final 5 with you, Sarah, and Mare taking out Jackson and I.
Oh, no.
So if
Mare's
we're cool
next
going
on
to
my
the end
chopping
together?
block. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Final 5 will
What's
vote
your
out
final?
Mare.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're good with that?
Yeah.
If we get to final 5, Mare, Sarah, Jackson, me, and Sarah, I would worry about the 3 girls banding together. Sarah was going pretty strongly for keeping Mare as long as we could. I'm trying to think what makes the most sense, and honestly what I'm worried about right now is in a final 5 scenario, I feel like you're close to Sarah, I feel like you're close to Mare, I feel like it could easily go 3-2 at that point.
At that point, it's 3 girls, 2 guys. And I know like that is like an uncomfortable point for you guys to be in. It's a good worry. I really don't think you have that to worry about.
I believe you.
Yeah. No.
But we're to a point in the game where like you have to consider all
I want to make sure final 3 is all Paya.
this. Yeah.
That's like
Definitely.
100%, right?
The only harm I'm seeing is I think Sarah and I have established like trust between John and Jackson, like enough for them to like feel comfortable. And if that's like, I mean, if it's broken, it's broken. And then the next 2 rounds are gonna be like,
I mean, you
them
guys have to decide
stressful.
if you're with them or you're with me.
No, we're with you. That's like that's
So
all.
it's
That's
gonna break at some point.
Compared to last time, I'm not as panicked, which makes me feel like maybe I should be panicking more. I don't know. At this point, I feel like you should. If you're not panicking, you're not paying attention. I've always got a low level paranoia about stuff. Last round, I went into a freaking panic and spun around. So if Sarah's saying Olivia, you're saying Olivia, I'm saying Olivia, I'm like, that's an easy plan.
Okay.
Let's just do it and breathe.
There are some targets that need to go first. Some physical challenges, threats, like John. As much as I know John is a threat, he only needs to lose 1.
Right.
My ideal file 3 is me and the 2 Sarahs. I need to link up with them, and I need to make sure that I'm in their good graces.
I am so in with you too.
Wait.
John is great too. I want him to say he's John's threat.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay?
I fully agree.
I'm really glad you said that.
Just
Because
why?
I was thinking like you and John were like,
I needed him.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a lie.
yeah, I think it's perfect.
Yes, perfect.
I think the 2 most logical options would be Olivia or John.
You'd rather do Olivia.
I think so, but
Because you and John are pretty tight, right?
we're good. But I recognize that he's a threat.
Honestly, I'm good with you either. It could be nice to go into all 5 high strong. That could be like just like a, but like
I want
But
to
that's-
sit next to Olivia for the last day.
that's true. You know,
Team person. If Olivia goes to the
you have to make sure you know the top.
Yeah.
Just from a bitter standpoint. you know,
Yeah, no,
everyone's
they're like
pissed,
it's
so.
better.
No, I know.
So do we go with the challenge set or the jury threat?
Yeah, I genuinely think it'd be good to go into it high strong.
John has probably next.
Oh, after
After, do you think she'll be on board?
Sarah.
Sarah?
I think that's the easy way. I mean, like, based on what she was saying last tribal council, like, it's an easy move.
Yeah.
I think my social positioning right now is huge. I haven't won that challenge. I've always been vulnerable. That could speak volumes with the jury.
We're doing with John or Olivia. Oh, that's what we were doing with
I thought we were doing Olivia.
Oh, we do Olivia.
So challenge to that or jury threat?
Because you brought
That's
up
what I
either of
said.
them, so I was like, yeah.
No.
Did you want John or
I just
you said whatever?
Yeah.
I was saying Olivia.
Oh,
I thought that's what you wanted.
No.
Yeah. Because okay,
No,
yeah.
I'm not saying
Okay, then yeah, Olivia.
Olivia.
It's become abundantly clear that the jury's just gonna make a mistake.
Yeah, if we make a mistake and let Olivia to get to
So now's the opportunity. I guess yeah, we all have a better chance against Mare than we do against
Yes. Yeah.
Olivia.
each of the castaways readying themselves and loading their marbles into the roll. And this challenge is on. A quick warm-up phase with hands cupped over the ends of the roll. If anyone were to lose a marble at this stage, it would be very troubling. Everyone getting in the zone for the hardship that's to come. And it's time to take one hand off and slide it over to the black line. If those rolls aren't perfectly level, a marble may come racing out. Everyone navigating the first transition. Mare losing a marble, and she's down to 9. Not being able to see the marbles is surely going to add to the difficulty each of the castaways face. Everyone trying to relax before both ends of the roll are exposed. Jackson loses his first marble. And it's now time to slide that second hand to the line, a very dangerous task. Two marbles dripping out of John's roll. Marbles coming out of both ends of Olivia's roll. She's only got 5 left now. Jackson losing 3 more and down to 6. The transition also unkind to Sarah as she loses 4 marbles. Sarah's sand is still clean as she has all 10 marbles in the roll. Everyone controlling their own destiny on the path to the final 5. The castaways searching for the right balance of relaxation and focus. Sarah losing 3 more marbles, which puts her down to 3. John now with 7 marbles left. Olivia with too much tilt and loses her 6th marble. Mare holding steady with 9 marbles, but this challenge could be up to 10 brutal minutes.
I can tell they're moving, but I don't know what direction.
Sarah with only 2 marbles remaining now. Immunity hanging in the balance here at the final 6. Only 4 marbles left in Olivia's roll. The slow drip continues for Sarah, with now only a single marble left. Olivia loses her last 3 marbles at once and is the first out of the challenge. A simple task, but a very taxing one. Olivia taking in the rest of the challenge. And she's got company as Sarah is the next out. Signs of strain starting to appear on the castaways' faces. Mare trying to adjust and loses 2 marbles, knocking her down to 7. Sarah still perfect in this challenge. Jackson doing well with 6 marbles left. Another single marble escapes John's roll, and he's also got 6 left. And a disaster for Mare, she loses all 7 of her remaining marbles and is out of the challenge. It just goes to show how delicate of an operation this is. As Jackson proves, dropping a marble out of each end and going down to 5 left. John talking to himself to stay focused. This is definitely Sarah's challenge to lose, as she still has all 10 marbles and the time limit is fast approaching. Jackson and John are going to have to hope that she makes a mistake. Sarah getting closer to her first taste of individual immunity. Jackson losing his 7th marble, and Sarah's looking to complete a flawless run as we come up on the last 10 seconds. And oh no, Sarah couldn't have picked a worse time to start to struggle. 4 marbles gone just like that. And with the clock expired, it's time to tally the remaining marbles. 6 marbles remaining. Great job. Thank you. Jackson, you also survived, but only 3 marbles remaining. So John currently in the lead with 6 marbles.
No.
And Sarah, that face is telling me everything. 6 marbles. We have a tie. John and Sarah. In the event of a tie, we have a tiebreaker. What you're going to do is take 1 marble and put it in the roll and start at the fence and run to the beach. The first person to make it to the beach with their marble still in the roll wins immunity. If you drop your marble, you have to start over. It's down to John and Sarah, a very different objective in the tiebreak. Survivors ready? Go! John starting cautiously and drops. Sarah doing the complete opposite. And in the blink of an eye, Sarah wins individual immunity and a spot in the final 5.
Booked it.
All right, Sarah, come on over. Woo! Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are into the final 5 of this game.
Thank you.
Wear it proudly.
It feels good. I didn't win any individual immunity last season, and this feels really good.
As it should. Well deserved. As for the rest of you, one of you will become the 9th player voted out, Survivor Branford.
You know what I was trying to do? I was in the early on. I could tell that you could get the marbles bunched together
Yeah.
and like stuck so they wouldn't move.
When like we're taking the second hand off, I felt like my marbles there. I was like, as I released, I dropped like 4. I was like,
I know, I dropped 1 in the shift.
And then I dropped 2 throughout the entire time. I was like,
I should have kept my eyes closed. As soon as I opened my eyes, that's when I lost mine. I feel like I had a good shot with that challenge. And I opened my eyes when I had had them closed for a long time, and as soon as I did that was when I lost them all. I couldn't even feel where they were going. I was just like, I feel like I'm straight and I'm not moving, and they were all just falling out. So that stunk. Well deserved though, Sarah. That was a good one. Sarah. That was a good one. She fought that.
Sarah winning is really good. Again, I want her to make it to the end, so her winning is always going to be a good thing in my book.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
I'm glad you got
I feel
it.
so good about that.
You should.
I know, dude.
If he, I would have been
so mad at myself. Like 3 seconds.
in the last 3 seconds. Yeah.
I won an individual immunity challenge. I'm so pumped. I don't think I needed to win, but I just, it's awesome to be safe. To me, it's still, the plan is still the girls. I'm going with the 4 girls.
He's just like, really? Yeah, he dropped his marble and he like looked up and you were done.
That's so funny. I put it in the thing and I just ran. And I was like, whatever. If I drop it, I'll just sprint again.
That was good that Sarah won. Because I think we're doing all girls. I hope we're doing all girls. There's only 2 boys left. I'm not giving up, but there's nothing else for me to do. You and John are giving me any feedback on what to do.
I'm sorry. That draw returns. And if you do a toss shot to the end, you're gonna win 6 million votes to 0, which is impressive because there's only gonna be like 13 people in the jury.
I'd rather you be honest than me, I'm not gonna be shocked, so.
Yeah, this is another boring move. Olivia is the target. It's Olivia?
Yes.
Okay,
Olivia.
okay, just double check.
You
She's
guys
desperate
tell
now.
me.
She doesn't, like,
Yeah.
So she's
what
just
moves
saying,
does she
tell me.
have? I don't see how it's in any of our best interests for her to be there. I guess might as well get her out now and then figure it out. Yeah, that was a tough challenge, but I got real close, but not really that close. I'm glad Sarah won it. She deserved it. She took off running. I thought it was going to be a slow and steady type of race. I do feel a lot better about this vote than the last one. So, 100% Olivia.
Yeah. I mean,
Do we need to worry about any hedging of bets at this point, or?
I really don't think we need to.
If she had something, she'd probably play it by now. She's been on the bottom
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think we're good. Final 4. I agree, right?
I don't think it makes sense for any of us to do anything else.
Oh, I agree.
Like initially, like when I brought it up.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying his name.
Okay, let's do Olivia then.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so nerve-wracking.
No, I get it.
This jury's gonna be so bitter. But if it's 5 of us, what are they gonna do? Vote for nobody? They can't. If Olivia goes for this round, then John goes the next. I think this is what's best for me right now.
Now is our decision point. We're sticking with the girls, right? Right? Olivia might be the only one left and have a good story and be a threat in the final 3. But like, that's void because we're just using her.
I think it should be John or Jackson.
Yes, perfect. I'm definitely voting John or Jackson. Yes. This game is falling into our hands. No. We have taken this game since the first moment. Yeah.
Are you guys making me look funny right now? No. We're making them look. We're the Black Widow Brigade. We're just a really cool group of girls that are gonna take it down. John, Jackson, solid. No wavering, no questions.
So I definitely know this is my fate. Is there like any way you'd be like willing to like, I can either be with you and Jackson and like try to pull something off? You know it's me.
There's certainly conversations out there that include you going beyond this round.
I mean, you guys seem so tight that I can't find anything that I can
think
work with. So
the reason we've stayed together so long, I think is there's a lot of like pairs and things within it that everybody feels like they're not at the bottom. I feel really badly about this one. I can't see a way where it makes sense to do anything about Olivia. If she gets in, like, none of us have a chance. Hopefully nothing crazy happens, but that seems to be the way it's going.
I feel like I need to talk to Jackson.
A place
No
where we
offense,
start.
but I feel like he would tell me a name that it's not looking good for me, which is what I'm feeling.
Man, it's not looking good for you.
It's not right. Is me?
You do realize how much of a journey you're
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
Look at the jury.
They don't like me. I voted all of them out. So it's just like no point in trying to like talk to anyone.
Those boys are dumb. I'm so sad I'm leaving. I'm so sad. Oh my god, it's me. No, I'm so sorry, Jackson and John. Like, you guys are being played by these girls. I think it's gonna be a girl show. 4 of us were really strong. Yes, and I think it has to. Sarah and Renee. And they were saying Jackson? One of those two. Yeah, it's one of those two. They told me to put the teams further, so
You're 100% like, this is the time we're getting it out. You just need to get one step further.
I have no choice but to trust you guys. Until I get travel, I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, this is it for me.
Yeah, honestly, play it out. Play it out.
It's a pretty straightforward round. The girls are ganging together on the boys. I think we're really close, but I think it needs to happen. These 2 votes are going to be not fun.
I have whiplash from going to being completely insane to being like, okay, let's think this through for a second. Because John, no. He's won a couple challenges. Don't want to say
I think y'all are overplaying this hype by a lot, quite honestly.
look at the jury who all got voted out. They're not going to say that it's John's fault.
They would though.
Yeah, you think so?
I think we're overestimating this hype by a lot. I'd feel fine sitting next to him.
You would feel fine sitting next to him?
100%.
I would not.
I would.
I feel like he has more in his bank.
I think I have more in his bank than he does. I think all 3 of us have more in his bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like surprised he's as much of a threat. I think he's just a handsome white man. And that's why he's a threat.
I'm more threatened by John.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Olivia's on board. It's hard because like everybody that's left pretty much is like a threat. I could see John or Jackson having a good case of why they should win over me. Just get the 2 boys out.
I'm saying so much to the boys.
Yeah.
They're worried about Mare, but I was like, we can get her at the final 5. I'm already planning the final 4 with John. I was like, okay.
We're thinking like 10 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
And then
I'm
laughing about how stupid the boys are. No, they're not stupid. They're not. They're so sweet. And I feel bad playing
They
them.
are really sweet. I know.
I'm so sorry, John and Jackson. I'm sorry. We're the Black Widows.
Yeah, we're like the Black Widows. Sorry about that. Spin them around.
John or Jackson, I don't care.
I don't care either, honestly.
Final 6, welcome back to Tribal Council. For me, I have to start with the most dramatic, non-play, nothing of an idol at the end. John, you seem to kind of get mixed up in that. I don't know. John, you seem to be mixed up in that situation. Tell me from your perspective what was happening in that moment.
Paranoia is, in a word, what was happening in that moment. I was fully prepared to grab that water bottle and hand you an idol for myself. I thought Mare was throwing out my name. Mare thought I was throwing out her name.
I told them both they could take the idol and play it, and I was like, you don't need to do that, so I'm going to put it in my pocket, because I knew if we just stick together,
Jackson, the way we're speaking so candidly about idols here is shocking to me. And it really does show how unified of a group you are. Everybody seems to be clued in that there's an idol that you're holding on to.
Yeah, no, it's shocking to me too. I think when you asked that question,
I was like,
John immediately was like, oh, who said anything about idols? And then he immediately said something about an idol.
We found this idol within the first like 10 minutes of the game, and everybody was there to see it.
There was
So
no hiding it. It was just impossible. It was a place where like everyone was around.
Because we just knew, like, it's in this water bottle, and we're gonna like keep it for like when the tribe wants to use it. Like, there's nothing for us to mistrust each other about.
Mayor, is there going to be a time for the tribe to use this idol? It expires at the final 5, so either this tribal or the next. And I don't see how you were going to agree upon who's going to use it or what function it's even going to play in the end. So how is this going to be resolved, do you think?
I don't expect to see it this tribal. I am not in the game of speculating what will happen next tribal, so who knows, but I think, you know, last round if John and I had both stood up to grab it at the same time, that would have been really funny. But I think at this point we all know it's out there.
Olivia, on the topic of something not being exciting, maybe in the minds of some, Mike being voted out at last tribal council was not the most exciting of outcomes, especially for you perhaps. Where do you go now? You are the last remaining member of the team tribe here, sitting among 5 former Pyoks, so is it just gonna be you next and there's nothing you can do?
Well, you never know. I might have something. But I really miss that hat, that's for sure. It made me feel so safe last week. All I can say is that I'm not done fighting.
Sarah, well, Olivia doesn't have the hat, so that means you have the hat. How does it feel to be immune at your first tribal council?
It feels great in such a way that I didn't know that it was going to be like this cool of a feeling. It's comforting to have it this round.
Sorry, is this vote going to be kind of your first step in setting up the final 3 that you want to have in the end of this game?
I hope so. I don't know, I think that'd be nice. We'll see how it pans out after this. I think, you know, I think we're all aware of what's gonna happen. And then it'll be an interesting next tribal council, you know? I think it's, I don't know where it's gonna go from here.
Olivia, I don't think it takes a genius to say, when Sarah says, we all understand what's about to happen, that makes me look right at you.
I understand. I for sure understand. It's okay. But yeah, if that's the way they wanted to play, knock us out one by one, then fun.
Do you think if it's you, you can hold your head up high after this season for the way you played?
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. This was, yeah, I think so.
John, are you kind of starting to think about when should I make a move versus somebody make a move against me first, and how do I get out in front of that?
Well, I was obviously thinking about that last time.
In voting for Mike?
Well, that's how it ended up, but there, as we talked about, there were other plans on the table that we were able to put to the side. We thought there were other plans on the table. That's a better way of saying it.
Was it just miscommunication? Because you told me to vote mayor, so.
It was not miscommunication.
So you told me to vote mayor.
What am I supposed to say?
But it wasn't a miscommunication. You straight up told me to vote mayor.
She's scrambling now, Mark. So we're still good. We're still good.
Would have made me look foolish.
Olivia, would you like to say anything else?
I think that's it, honestly. Like, made my bed, I shall lie.
Okay, well then if there's nothing else to add, we will do the vote, and Olivia, you're up first.
I feel really bad about this vote.
That's how the votes are shaping up in my mind, and I think that's how it's going to go, and I'm just really sorry.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once votes have been read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Olivia. John, 1 vote John, 1 vote Olivia. Olivia, 2 votes Olivia, 1 vote John. John, 2 votes John, 2 votes Olivia. John, 3 votes John, 2 votes Olivia. Ninth person voted out of Survivor Branford, John. John, you need to grab your sword. John, try this sword. Time for you to go.
John.
They got me. I don't hate it. If I were in their shoes, I would have been doing something like that. When I came into the season, I said I wanted to be memorable, even if I didn't win. I hope that I was able to do that. Hopefully when we look back in the season, I'm one of the names that comes to mind. I kind of want to see Olivia pull it off at this point. I think if she makes it to the end, she may have a unanimous vote.